No way! It's collaborator! What? What the? We are back. Yes, another episode, new week. Guys, it's fucking hot outside. Holy shit, I was driving to the gym the other day. It was 20 fucking degrees. But we're back. It is episode 8, Walk the Talk podcast. It is March 26th, 2021. For all my foreign listeners, if you know what a Uno is, not the game, there's more to it. But we're here. And another week, you know what it is. My name's EIKNARF. You can follow me at theEIKNARF on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, we're here every Fridays, hopefully. And yeah, so this week we're gonna contest the semis and the finals of Cancel-Mania Finale, where we have our last 4 contestants. We're gonna find out who is the ultimate cancelee of all time, baby. And it all comes to a fruition today, tonight, right now on the Walk the Talk podcast. Roll the intro! So as we left off last week, to round it off, we have Cleveland, Apu, and R. Kelly in the semifinals on the left side. And we have Bill Cosby and Nick Cannon on the right side of the bracket in the semifinals matchup. And like I said, I always say, if you want to see the visuals, go to my YouTube, theEIKNARFshow on the YouTubes. And you can see all the visuals where you can see everything in front of you. And if you don't, it's okay. That's life. But yeah, so we're gonna round it out this week. So we're gonna start it right up. Cleveland and Apu teaming up to go against motherfucking R. Kelly. Now this one's an easy one. I thought long and hard all week who was gonna win the big one. So I know exactly who's going right to the fucking top here. Now, Cleveland Apu have not actually been canceled. Only thing is the actors quit because they thought they were being a fucking racist fuck. So they stepped down from the role. And R. Kelly did a lot of shit. As we said last week or the week before, this guy's in jail right now. So the fact is, R. Kelly, you are moving to the mother effing finals, baby. And now, the right side, we have Bill Cosby, who is also in jail, and Nick Cannon, who is not in jail. And as we said, Nick Cannon is in hot fire for saying some bad things about the Holocaust and Jews and anti-Semitism shit. But Bill Cosby is a sick pedo fuck, and he's in jail. Nick Cannon is not in jail. For the fact is, Bill Cosby, you are in the finals. So now, we got our finals. Can I get a drum roll? We got R. Kelly versus Bill Cosby, the sick pedos, in the final. And I thought long and hard, and it's not going to take me long to figure this out. But guys, girls, aliens, mooses, these two people, it's simple. They both are sick pedo mother effing disgusting fucks. So for that fact, the winner of Cancel-Mania, hold on, the winner of Cancel-Mania 2021, I don't know if we're doing this ever again. It's both of them. It's simple. It's both of them because they're both fucking pieces of shit. It is a tie, everybody. So, thank you for tuning in every week. And maybe next year we'll do it again. But for the fact is, they're both in jail. They both did some shady shit. I think R. Kelly did a little bit way more probably than Bill Cosby. But you know what? How do you contest sick pedos? You put them together in jail and they fuck each other. So, the winner of Cancel-Mania 2021, first ever year, is R. Kelly and Bill Cosby with the tie. Yes. And now they can pump each other in fucking jail together. Now, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that. Cancel-Mania is done now. We can get back to our regular programming. But, yeah. So this week's not going to be too long of a podcast. I'm fucking busy out of my ass. But I thought the best way to do for this podcast is ever since I started this podcast 8 weeks ago, I've been writing down questions that I have in life. And I thought that I'd say them out loud, even though I don't have the answers. I thought maybe if I say these questions out loud to the world, someone will give me the answers I deserve. So I'm going to read these questions off, and that's it for the week. But there's a lot of fucking questions. It's a lot of questions. And like I said, if you know the answers to these questions, please let me know in the comments or on social media or message me, because I would love to know. These are questions that have been dwindling for my 25 years of existence, and I have yet to know the answer. So first question, why can Mickey Mouse's friend Goofy, who is a dog, can talk, but Pluto, his pet, cannot? That's a good question, no? Have you not ever wondered that when you're watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, you're sitting there like a 2-year-old and like, what the fuck? Now, speaking of Disney, Disney's Pixar. Does Lightning McQueen, the car from Cars, the Pixar movie, does he have car insurance or life insurance? Because they're a bunch of talking cars. Like, in that world, there's no people. The people are cars. So would it be car insurance or life insurance? Now, sticking to Disney, why did Cinderella's shoe fall off if in the story it fit perfectly? I don't know. It's kind of shady. I don't know. Maybe she was sleeping around. I don't know. Now, going from Disney to Marvel, even though they own, is Captain America dead? Is he really dead? And if not, will he ever come back? Will Steve Rogers' Captain America ever come back? These are questions as a Marvel fan I want to know. You know? What's his fucking name? Chris, the guy that plays him. The fuck's his name? I'm drawing a blank. But come back, you pedo. Will Iron Man come back to life in MCU? It's Marvel. Anything can happen. Another Marvel question from Spider-Man 2. Is Mysterio really dead in the MCU, and will he ever come back? These are questions I want to know. Now, moving away from Marvel, we have a question of an actor from a Marvel movie from the Iron Man series. How does Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina smell like? Because I know she has a candle titled that, and I would like to buy it, but money's a little tight. So if somebody can let me know what her vagina smells like, that would be awesome, because I'm curious. Now, moving away from questions pertaining to Disney and Marvel, we're going to go into some questions about food. Do you consider a hot dog a sandwich? Think about it. Speaking of sandwiches, are hamburgers considered sandwiches? Think about it. Okay, now this is a mind fuck. Grilled cheese. Everybody loves grilled cheese. But think about it. If you add anything past the cheese and the bread, is it at that point considered a sandwich, or is it still a grilled cheese? Think about it. Think about it. Okay. Now, I got some questions about expiry. Do lollipops expire? Does candy expire? Does marshmallows expire? Not the DJ. Does salt expire? Does pepper expire? Think about it. Does honey expire? And I'm not talking about the fucking Mr. Beast coupon shit. The actual honey, the sweet shit. All right? Now, think about this. If tomato is a fruit, does that mean ketchup can be considered a smoothie? Think about it. Think about it. Now, mindfuck. Why do we cook bacon, but we bake cookies? English language. What the fuck? Okay. Now this one. Think about this. You ever eaten a sloppy Joe? Everybody loves sloppy Joes in the middle of the week. Oh, what's for dinner? Sloppy Joes. You know, oh, well, let's go out and get some sloppy Joes. Let's go out and get some sloppy Joes. Okay, well, think about this. If you're eating a sloppy Joe and you don't finish it at that meal and you decide to eat it later on, let's say the next day or the next meal, at that point, is that sloppy Joe considered a sloppy second? I don't know. If you're in a competition by yourself, do you come in first or last? Think about it, you competitive fucks. Now for you you soap droppers, if you drop the soap on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty? I actually just did this too. I was in the washroom while I used to borrow soap and it fell on the floor. I'm like, fuck, that's a clean floor and a dirty soap. If you get scared half to death twice, do you die? Think about it. Some Mario life shit. Is the S or the C silent and sent? English language, what the fuck? If you clean a vacuum, do you become the vacuum cleaner? You gotta let that shit build, man, or else it ain't gonna work. Is there a synonym for cinnamon? Or not cinnamon, not the fuck, sorry, I fucked that up. Is there a synonym for synonym? Not the food, like the word thing, like dictionary, and then there's the story. I hope that came off right. Okay, now some questions about pertaining to about animals. Oh, I just lost my notes. Oh fuck. All right, some questions pertaining to animals. When an animal dies out in the open in the world, and it's like, you know, like you see the roadkill, who cleans up the dead animals off the roads? Because you see it, but then so the next day it disappears. Who's cleaning it? The government? Where do insects go in the winter? Tell me, do you see any flies or ants in the fucking middle of January, February? I don't. When birds fly south in the winter, who tells them it's time to come back once winter is done in the north? Is there like a fucking one of the birds in the group, his job is to like, okay, it's time. Who's watching over the fucking north while they're in the south? Do they have GPSs with fucking hybrid mats that tell them this shit? Do they fucking, can the birds use Google? Who knows? When squirrels hibernate in the winter, who's cutting the holes in the trees for them to hibernate? How the fuck are they doing that? Or is that just a fucking stereotype from like kids' books? I don't know. Where the fuck do they go? Now, the question every man, woman, alien, person, monster wanted to know, who let the dogs out? Who let the motherfucking dogs out? Who the fuck let the dogs out? Who? Who? Fuck. Do fish get thirsty? Do they drink water? Can you cry underwater? I mean, if you're underwater, why the fuck you crying? I mean, like, unless you're trying to kill yourself. I don't know. Think about that. Okay. If playing video games, does it really mean the game is playing you? I used to play COD a lot, and that game used to play. Even FIFA, those games used to play me. Now, they didn't play me as much as my ex did, but they played me. If you're playing board games, does it really mean the board game is playing you? Think about it. Monopoly. If you're watching movies, does it really mean the movie's watching you? Again, these are all similar questions, but think about it. Government, are you watching? Who cuts your barber or hairdresser's hair? Do they cut their own hair? Think about it. Do they just go in the mirror like, they're professionals, but I mean, everybody's got the limit. All right, mirrors. That one fucking thing you look at in the morning. You see your ugly fucking face with your hair fucking bummed up in a frizzy fucking state. What color is a mirror? What? That's a fucking question of the day. What color is a mirror? I don't know, silver? Or is it not? Is it non-attainable? Okay. Now another question. If a pregnant woman is swimming, does that make her a human submarine? Which orange came first, the color or the fruit? Think about it. If your shirt's not tucked into your pants, does that mean your pants are tucked into your shirt? Yeah, I think so. If a deaf person goes to court, is it still a hearing? Or are we just offending them at that point? And Cancel-Mania is running wild. If a blind person goes to a funeral, is that count as a viewing? Think about it. If you damage the outside of your car, why is it called insurance and not outsurance? Who's fucking making the English language? Why do noses run but feet smell? Again, what the fuck? English language. Now, for you boxing wrestling fucks, why is a boxing ring square? Exactly. Why is it not a fucking circle? We got fucking hexagons and fucking octagons and fucking squares. Where the fuck's the circle ring? And why is it called a building if it's already built? The fuck? Call it a build. Oh, look, let's go in that build. Like, that makes more sense. Is it possible? Think about this. You're on your stairs. You're walking up the stairs or you're walking down the stairs and you turn around. Is it possible to be facing backwards on the staircase? Because if you going up and you turn around, at that point, is it you just going down? Like, what the fuck? Where are we? Why do we say alarm clock is going off when really it's coming on? Again, English language, you fuck. Who the fuck wrote this shit? If you're a female who is overweight and has big titties, big boobs, does that count? No, seriously, do you count that? I don't think so. But what is the fucking overall decisiveness of society? Does this count? I don't know. If you're a female who's overweight and has a big ass, does that count? Or are you just fat at that point? When you lose weight, where does it go? Exactly. Where the fuck does it go? Fucking science and English, man. Now, the biggest question of them all. What's the meaning of life? What is the motherfucking meaning of life? The question we've all wanted to know. Why the fuck did God put us on this earth? I don't know. We'll never know. But we're here. We're born. We go to school. We grow up. We learn. We go to work. We retire. And we die. That's life. It's kind of fucked, but that's just the way it is. You overpopulated pussy poppers. But But anyways, that's going to do it for this week's episode. A little short podcast, but I got something out. That's good. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what I'm doing next week. I'm going to try and get some my friends on. We can talk about the shit. It'll probably be more fun than just me looking at myself. And we're going to compare dick sizes next week. But if you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, favorite, follow. We're on Spotify. We're on all audio, mostly audio platforms. It's all in the description. Mainly Spotify, Anchor, at the EIKNARF Show, Walk the Talk Podcast, YouTube, the EIKNARF Show. Subscribe. We're officially at 18 subscribers. I got a new one last night. I'm fucking hard for that. Twitter, Instagram, the EIKNARF, Mixcloud, the EIKNARF new mixes. I'm going to be posting a new mix, I think, in about a week from now. Stay tuned. This mix is a fucking banger. And if go check out the last mix, episode 16 of Fix the Mix, The Return, where I made my first mix in over a year. It's up now. Go listen to that. All the links will be in the description. Follow me on TikTok, the EIKNARF Show. I post funny little stuff that come to my mind, and I just post it because, I don't know, it bangs. I fucking love it. I posted a video about Batista and I being in the Hall of Fame. Fucking banger, bro. Fucking banger. If you like, I walk alone, like me on this podcast. And follow and subscribe on audio platforms, same as this one, and YouTube, the Fact of the Matters podcast, the wrestling podcast where me and my two friends, JTG and Emerson, talk about wrestling. We do reviews, notes, recaps, and we have weekly topics about professional wrestling, WWE, AEW, New Japan, wrestling. If you like wrestling, you'll love it, and you'll love me there. We compare dicks over there too, so it's a dick fest. It's a goddamn dick fest. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week, hopefully, if I don't get by the car when I'm crossing the street today. And fuck those dudes! See you next week.